doctor.
Like many new moms, Aliki Zanelin finds the baby aisle rather daunting. Baby expert and author Megan Fora recommends just a few essential items for first-time moms.
Megan, it's so nice to see you.
Oh, good to see you. The last time I saw you, you were pregnant.
It wasn't so long ago. It's 3.5 weeks now.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I've had a beautiful little girl. Yeah.
Precious little girl.
Okay, I'm here to buy some products and it's quite daunting actually. So I'm hoping that you have 10 minutes or so to advise me on what to get.
Yeah, with pleasure. Do you want to go and have a look down the baby aisle? Let's have a look over here because these are the things that you absolutely have to have, okay?
Yes.
So the first thing that I think is a complete essential is a dummy. I'm a big advocate of dummies, so these sort of things.
Okay.
You'll need a couple of medical things just for that night when, like in the middle of the night, you think, oh my gosh, she's got a fever or she's got something like that.
Yes.
So you definitely want a digital thermometer. And then obviously if you are doing bottles, you do need a brush to wash the inside of the bottles, and you need a sterilizer. And those two things are very important. Okay, and then for nappy rash, you're going to need something like Bennett's or Bepanthen. So you need something like this. If she gets a nappy rash. I actually prefer not using wipes in the very early days for like the first 6 weeks, but actually just using water and cotton wool. These cotton wool puffs.
Okay, great.
So you just have a little bowl of the balls next to a change mat.
Okay.
And every day you just put some cool boiled water next to it.
Okay.
And when you change your nappy, you wipe with you literally dip these in the water and wipe her bum with that.
Okay.
And then you've got absolutely no chemicals going on her bum for the early days.
It actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to go into nappies now.
Okay, great.
And obviously you've got the choice of choosing between an organic nappy or the toweling nappy. What I like to suggest is that you use a really, really good, as expensive as you can afford nappy for at night.
Yes.
And during the day, you just choose something that's just basic, cheap, because your baby goes through, especially at this age.
Yeah, at least 10 a day, yeah.
So you just choose a cheap one for daytime, expensive one for nighttime, because then she doesn't wet all over her clothes. Anyway, it's been so lovely seeing you.
Well, don't you have some more time? Don't you want to come and have some coffee?
Yeah, I must come and pop in sometime and see Alessandro.
Okay, great. That'll be fantastic.
And in fact, I've got a friend who's with me who's a massage therapist. So can I bring her along? She'd love to.
Perfect.
Oh,
That will be wonderful.
Hello guys! Sweet. This is my physio friend Kirsty. Hello, thank you so much for coming. Oh, and who's this little Alice?
The first 4 weeks of life see rapid development as newborn babies adjust to the world around them.
So how does she burp? You said she's a bit niggly sometimes. Does she burp?
Yes, so sometimes it's good and sometimes I can see that she's like really struggling. Megan, I'm kind of hoping that you'll show me how to burp her.
Well, do you want to show me how you burp?
Yes. Normally, I like rub her back for a little bit, but is this okay? Like put it like this, and sometimes if it takes too long, I start tapping her back a little bit, and then I just rub.
Yeah, that's perfect. Exactly as you're doing it. You've got the rubbing quite firmly, and then a couple of pats. And if you're not managing to get the burps up and they're a little bit stubborn, do you know the other position?
No, I don't. Yes, thank you.
Pop the little burp cloth over your hand like this, and you're going to use this little hollow of your hands for her little chin to sit over.
Okay. So which way do I give it to you? There you go.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this underneath her chin like that. Oh, you are gorgeous, child. And we're going to just straighten her back up like that.
Oh, wow.
You know, a lot of mums feel like the burps are the main reason why babies cry. Like they put everything down to, oh, there's something going on in the tummy. But that isn't always the case. And obviously, often it's that they're just overstimulated or that they've just actually been awake for too long. But one of the things that I talk about a lot, for instance, in my book and that sort of thing, is about the calming strategies that you can use. And I really wanted Kirsty to come today, and I'm so glad she could make it because she's an infant massage therapist, and I wanted to show some techniques because I know that Alessandro's been a little bit busy. Huh?
Kirsty advocates infant massage as a way to soothe fussy babies, address a number of minor health complaints, and bond with your baby.
So let's undress her.
Sure. Let's unclip you, darling.
Today I'm going to just teach you a couple of things to do with the tummy because you mentioned she has some colic and gas difficulty.
Yes.
So let's start off. So after the legs, once you finish, then you move on to the tummy. Can you take some oil, put it between your hands, rub it together, placing your hands gently on her tummy, show her where we're moving to next.
There we go.
And then hand over hand, we paddle our hands across her belly. And now try lift up her legs, and you can do the same thing, but do a little bit deeper strokes down into her tummy. Alright, there you go. And the second thing I can show you is called the sun and the moon. With your left hand, you're going to make a sun going round and round her tummy. And then the right hand jumps on top and makes a crescent moon shape.
That was such an awesome massage.
Yes, and she loved it. I can see that.
And she's down here. Why don't I just show you the swaddling that you wanted to see?
That'll be perfect.
So maybe
Thank
let's
you.
just dress her.
Yes.
Infant massage has been shown to nurture your baby's psychological, physiological, and developmental growth.
So this is a triangular shaped swaddling blanket. So you can take
Okay.
the bottom point up against her chest.
There you go.
Hands towards her mouth so she can self-soothe. And you swaddle it around her. And then the long side you take all the way around.
Okay.
And completely underneath her. So she's really snugly swaddled. Like that.
Little cocoon. There you go.
And that part can actually be out. Yeah, so swaddling is really great for calming and for sleep. So I think maybe you can take it to sleep now.
Yes, I think I can take it to sleep. Come, Cookie. We all swaddled. Let's go upsy-daisy.
By 4 weeks, the average baby should sleep around 14 hours each day, but then who's ever had an average baby?
I wanna live the best life.